One of the interesting things is, okay, we get inundated with pitches from companies about their offerings and trying to brief us and wanting to sort of spark some interest in the analysts on what it is that they're doing, and it's kind of difficult to grab our attention. Now, there have been several that obviously have. I would point to maybe the guys at Once, 10 euros for 10 years connectivity. That's always something that's going to grab your attention. You think, okay, well, that's immediately clear what it is that they're doing, and also it makes you think, how are they going to do that? How is that even possible? And this actually flows quite neatly into some research that we've done, or a report that we published back tail end of last year on something we call disturbance marketing. This idea that if you want to grab people's attention, you kind of got to disturb what they think of as being the status quo, and do that within certain parameters that are kind of understandable, but pique their curiosity and almost challenge their professional expertise, making them think, well, if this is true, then I need to understand about it. I need to know about it, and I need to work out how it fits within these things that I live and breathe. And so that for me, kind of that kind of approach and that level of grabbing the shirt front and making them pay attention, want to know more, is a pretty important thing. And companies that do that well have always been the ones that have kind of attracted our attention, shall we say. So that's something that's sort of interesting pitches we've seen in the last quarter of a century. Blimey, if I put it like that, that's quite terrifying. But there's lots of companies that just don't tell you what they actually really do. There's so many we orchestrate, or we enable, or we do and without kind of wanting to commit to what it is that they're actually doing, and it's rather frustrating, because actually, to a certain extent, you just want them to tell you what they do, and they wrap it all up in language that tries to imply that they're all things to all people.